Welcome to Aria Budgets. My name is Aria, and if you're a returning subscriber, you already know I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for all of your constant support. And if this is your first time here, welcome. In this channel, we'll talk about all things budgeting. I am a single parent showcasing my journey. I am no expert in the topic. I am learning as I go, and I am just sharing how I plan to get out of debt on a low income. So if that sounds like content you might find enjoyable, please stick around and let's get started. In today's video, we are going to break down my paycheck. We're going to do a zero-based budget on my paycheck, as well as tracking my expenses and categorizing each one of those transactions to compare how we did with our budget. I am going to go ahead and start here on my calendar. I have already paid for my mortgage, which is great. My Best Buy card also has been paid. My car loan was paid today also, and my phone bill as well. Next week, I still have one more bill to be paid with this paycheck, and another one that is going to be paid with whatever I make this week on my side hustle, which is Uber Eats. As I said, if this is your first time here, this is how I break down my paychecks. So technically, my last paycheck that I received on the month of June, I am using to cover all of my bills within the next 2 weeks until I get paid again. So the next time I get paid, which is in the 14th, is technically my first paycheck on the month of July, but that will cover the second part of my bills in the month of July. So for now, we are only working within these 2 weeks. That's why I'm not looking any further than here. I am just focusing on these 2 weeks. So these bills have been paid. This one I have not paid just yet, but I will. I'm going to now go ahead and move into my paycheck breakdown. Okay, so for my day job, I get paid $1,710 every 2 weeks. And these are the bills that will be covered with this paycheck. So my housing, I own my place. So for my housing, I split it into two. One half on one check and the other half on the second paycheck. So in this paycheck, we only covered a total of $1,049. For my Best Buy credit card, I already paid $29, which is my minimum payment. I am following the debt snowball method. So I am paying all of the minimum payments on all of my credit cards for now until I have my smallest credit card paid off, which is my Best Buy card. And my goal was to pay it in June, but life happens and I couldn't fulfill my goal, but still, and the plan is to pay it off by next month, the latest. I have a balance of $373 on this credit card, and so I am paying the minimum payment. For my phone bill, I had budgeted for $90. Here on my last video, I budgeted for my phone bill for $90, but I don't know what happened. I called T-Mobile for some reason. That's my service provider. I called them to ask questions about a new phone because my phone broke, and they had me on hold. I don't know what happened to the representative. She was kind enough to just give me a credit of $30-something. I forgot the exact amount, but they gave me a credit for $30-something, and my bill went down to $51.40 for this month. So I am very happy about that, which means I have a credit of $38.60 on the budget for July. Then we move on to my car loan, which has already been taken out of my bank account. This is on an auto pay, and they have already taken the funds for this. Then we have my Citi card. I haven't taken the funds out just yet, but whenever I make the payment, which most likely be soon, because why do I need to be warming up money that doesn't belong to me? I'm gonna go ahead and make the payment as soon as I'm done with the video, and that will be $74. So I'm gonna bring my calculator here and let's do the math. So my total bills paid for this month so far, $51.40 plus $203.01 plus 74. It's a total of $1,406.41. If we take away $1,710, which is my total income, $1,710 minus the amount of bills that we have paid so far. It's $14.06 with 41 cents. That leaves us with a total of $303.59. We're going to move on to my sinking funds. I already went food shopping. If you follow me, you might have seen already on my community post that I went food shopping and did a lot of household shopping. We're going to go into that in just a second, but from this paycheck I gave $100 to my groceries, and then I gave $40 to my household. I don't know why I wrote house and then hold. Household. $40 for toiletries. I gave it $20. Nothing for medical right now, nothing for eating out, and for car maintenance, nothing from this paycheck. This is the category that I'm going to be how do you call this, stuffing. I'm going to be stuffing this category from my Uber Eats paycheck. So I just added it here because I had already added it on my budget setup for the month of July, and so I left it there. So my total is $160 on my sinking funds. Okay, so if we had 303 with 59 minus 160, that left us a total of $143.59. Out of this, I had 50 something dollars. Let me see. So it was $90 minus 51.40. I had $38.60 that otherwise I still needed to use. So I am going to go ahead and throw that into my snowball for my Best Buy card, as well as $100, you guys. This sounds scary and maybe overachieving, but that's what I am going to do. Out of $143, I am going to throw $100 plus $38 from the T-Mobile, because I still had to pay for that. I'm going to throw that into my debt. So from this paycheck, I am going to add $138.60 into my Best Buy card. So if we have $143.59 and we take away the 138 with 60, we have $4.99. Those $4.99 I'm going to leave there as a rollover for my next paycheck, because I don't want to have my account on zero. If we don't use it, if I don't find any means to use it, I am then going to throw it into my savings. That means my budget is a total of $0. So moving on, nothing was paid for in cash. I have another category here that I wanted to include because I do plan on using cash for my groceries, household, and things like that. But I didn't use any cash. Everything was still in my bank account because it was a holiday and I needed something. So I just went ahead and bought it right away. I bought it online. I found that it was easier, perhaps. Now we're going to move on to my transaction tracker. Yeah, so I have already made some purchases for the month. I'm going to go ahead and start tracking right now. Okay, so my very first purchase that I did was on the 1st. I went to Aldi's. If you hear me say Aldi's, please don't judge me. I don't know why I say Aldi's, but yes. Oh, and this is something new I started doing recently. Let me know, you guys, if this is something that you enjoy watching or if not so much, so that I can skip. This is something that I will still be doing on my end because I believe that tracking my expenses this way helps me, see where my money is going and how I am spending it and on what. If I need to perhaps adjust the category and so on, which I did, and I will share in a second which category needed some adjustment and what happened there. Okay, so my first transaction for the month was on Aldi's. I needed some groceries and I went ahead and spent $11.67. Then I went for gas, and this was a total of $20 on the 2nd. Then on the 3rd, I went to the supermarket because I had like almost nothing, and then I spent $19.48 eating out, and that was $12.80. Then on the 5th, I went to BJ's, and here we spent $127.99. And you might say, but you only allocated 100. How are you spending 127? And I'll explain in just a second. If you're new here, perhaps you're not aware, I do receive some funds for child support, and so I am allocating some of the money from the child support into my budget for groceries and sometimes eating out and toiletries and things like that. I stopped including it here on the budget because one, I am budgeting for my paycheck, and number two, it's something that fluctuates. I cannot always depend on it, and also it's so personal. I feel like there were strong opinions when it came to my child support, and so I stopped sharing that portion. Anyway, moving on. On the 5th, yesterday was a very, very busy day. We also did household shopping. I separated my transactions for this because everything had a different budget. So yeah, and this was $8.99 because I needed some baking soda to do my laundry because I like washing with baking soda. Do any of you do that, or is it just me? Just me? Okay. Then there was some also online shopping at Walmart for more household. And when I say household, it's absolutely anything from detergent to toilet paper to paper towels, things like that. So for household at Walmart, we spent a total of $15.43. And then we did also another shopping for Walmart for my toiletries, and that was a total of $15. Oh, I messed up, you guys. So here is $15.43 for toiletries, and household at Walmart was $23.07. Then on the 5th, also a lot going on the 5th. Again, I went to Aldi's and I spent on groceries a total of $22.90. And then another purchase on Aldi's for household, and this was $16.72. And today I also did another gas purchase for a total of $30. Okay, so now that we have already tracked all of our expenses until today's date, we are going to go ahead and categorize each transaction and lay out how much we had for each one of these budgets. I have gas, household, toiletries, groceries, and eating out. These are categories that I found that worked for my budget. If this is something that you want to add to your own budgeting style, you will then include whatever works for you. But this is what's working for me at the moment, and so that's what we are going to work with. The week hasn't ended. I still have 2 more days. I have Friday and Saturday, so I don't know if I want to go ahead and close it out. I'm going to do it with pencil just in case, even though I don't really have any money left. On my gas budget, I had $20 from before, and on Tuesday I got paid on Uber Eats, and so I like to allocate at least $70, but I didn't make that lot of money last month, so I only allocated $50 to this week's budget for gas. On gas, we had a $20 spent, and there was another charge today on gas for $30, which means that so far we spent $50. That's 20 plus 30 is 50. So we had a total of $70. Then I spent $30. That means we have $40 remaining so far. And that is what we have for gas. Next, let's move on to my household. $40 for household from my paycheck. Now let's see how much we spent on household. We spent $8 here and 99 cents. Another charge here for household for $23 on the 5th. Another household charge here for $16.72. That means we overspent on house. So what I did is I made some adjustments, and I took some money out from toiletries and I added into this budget. So we added $8.78. So we had $8.78 plus the 40 we had already allocated, which left us with $0. So we don't have anything else to spend on my household budget. Then moving on to toiletries. On toiletries, I had $20 from my own paycheck, and I also added $10 from my child support fund, which gave us a total of $30 to budget with. For toiletries, we have only one charge, which was at Walmart, for a total of $15.43. $15.43 is what we spent. $8.78. I'm going to deduct it also here. $8.78. I should have done groceries also because I overspent on groceries. So I'm going to go ahead and add the $2.54 that I also spent from groceries. $26.75 from our toiletries budget. $30 to budget with, and out of those $30, we spent $26.75, which leaves us with a total remaining balance of $3.25 for our toiletries category. Now moving on to groceries. $100 for groceries from my paycheck, and then I also added $80 from my child support fund, which means they gave us $180. I should also include here the $2.54. So we had $11.67 plus $19.48. This $127.99 plus $22.90, which gives us a total of $182.04. Maybe did I do some math wrong? I don't know. I don't think I have the 50 cents. Then we have our eating out category. For eating out, I didn't add anything from my paycheck, but I did take some funds from my child support. We have one total transaction. So we spent $12.80 on the 4th for eating out, and we had $20 minus $12.80, leaving us a total of $7.20 to budget with for eating out. I'm going to see, I am not very tech savvy, but I'm going to see if I can put a screenshot here. I would like to give one of you guys a huge shout out to the subscriber. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. Thank you so much, Belinda. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your generosity. I opened a Buy Me a Coffee page where in case there's anybody out there that would like to support my journey in any way. And she was so generous, you guys. I'm going to try and upload a picture somehow here on the screen. I hope I find the way of doing that while I'm editing this video. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. I am beyond grateful, to be honest. I did not expect that. My channel is not monetized. I don't receive anything from any ads or anything like that. I enjoy doing this. This helps me tremendously. Please consider subscribing. We're so close to hitting the 1,000 mark. Check out the Buy Me a Coffee page. I would really appreciate it if you do. Thank you for your support. This is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.